All right, everybody, it's the Modern Native. I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about some tips, tricks, and thoughts on YouTube. Just going to go as it goes, and I'm offering an open panel. So let me do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to be stacking wood. So one of the first things I wanted to say, though, was I have done a ton of research, hundreds and hundreds of hours on all the different methods, advice, and tips to grow your YouTube. So that's where I'm coming from with this. And I've looked at and analyzed and back researched many different channels to see how their growth and activity has been and what has triggered different growth. And I just going to offer a little bit of insights and some conversation whenever anybody wants to join up, they can. So we can have a little conversation about YouTube and growing on YouTube. Hi, Beverly. Beverly's hanging out. She's been a supporter of mine for a while. Thank you again. Thank you so much. So I guess the first tip I have for when it comes to growing on YouTube is always appreciate every single supporter that you have, because having one person that loves watching you, watches everything you put out, is something that goes underappreciated by many people, I'm sure, especially many longtime viewers. So that is part of the reason why I'm offering my total subscriber appreciation up to my first 1,000. As things go, I may continue with the total appreciation, but we'll see how it goes. As in the total gift appreciation, as in offering a free gift for every single subscriber. I hand make a bunch of stuff, carvings, little natural and native jewelries, and just little knickknacks and crafts and stuff. So that's what I'll be sending out to my subscribers when I hit 1,000. I will be doing videos on that and dropping the links as to where to send your information to, so that way you can receive your gift. Sorry about that. Food, forest, permaculture. Merry Christmas, fellow Earthlings. How's it going? Thanks for hanging out. There's an open panel there with the link. If anybody wants to come up and chat about questions they might have on how to grow on YouTube, insights that they have from their own experience, for anyone who wants to come up and moderate and run the chat. All options. So I just said probably one of the biggest things that is important is appreciation. Everybody agrees, all the professionals, the big heads, they all agree that consistency is another big factor. Now, most people think that's just putting out videos regularly, and that's part of it. It's also consistency of your attitude, your behavior, consistency of your ideals, also consistency of your... Hi. I'm doing pretty good, just stacking some wood. And hiya. But the consistency also applies to your quality, making sure that you always offer a quality video and viewer experience, which includes the content, making sure that you have good, interesting stuff, that you don't have too many BS things. I'm kind of doing a hybrid channel. I've got a little bit of just about everything on there, different styles. especially now that I'm getting into the more regular lives. What I will be doing here shortly in the future, I will be doing live streams of the big projects that I'm doing. And fishing the dot. I'll be doing live streams of the big projects that I'm doing, but I'll also have another phone catching clips of the important bits so that way I can take and shorten those down into the searchable quality videos that people, when someone's like, how to traditionally brain tan a deer hide. Most of the time, they're not going to click into that live. They're going to want to look at that 5-10 minute video where they can get the information that they need and stuff like that. But there's going to be people who want to see the whole process and everything else. So an idea I had is I'm going to do my lives and then I'm going to have a separate angle to cut up those smaller videos. And sorry, I don't ever get to just sit down and hang out with people. Not sure what you mean. Hey, Mason. But how did that consistency? Oh yeah, my idea about the lives shortening down. Um, Something else that is overlooked, I believe, is replying to every single comment, being positive in your replies, and being able to accept uh, constructive criticism, and handling the hate. That's what will get most people to get too stressed out and upset about it, because then they're going to start worrying about what they put out. Will it cause someone to be able to hate on them? And the answer to that is always yes. I don't care what you do. There will be somebody somewhere who gets a bug up their ass and is like, oh, I hate you because you do this. That makes you a bad person. Whatever. You're entitled to your opinion. Now, I respond accordingly. But the thing is, you can't let it personally affect you. You can't let that hurt you just because they're hating. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Fishing with Steve. Where are you? Ah, there we go. All right, I got everybody propped up in the wood pile. That's how I'm running this. Come on. And also another important factor is avoiding technical difficulties. But can't always avoid them all. Speaking of technical difficulties, I will be right back because I have to go grab my charger. Hey, I didn't even see stars. Alrighty, got it. Be right back. Getting the charger. All right, everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. And I talked for a second and forgot I was muted. But anybody who wants to join in on the chat, anybody who wants to join in on the open panel, you can come up. It's totally fine. Thank you very much. Ah, so I covered appreciate. That's right. How you respond to comments and responding to comments. No matter how big I get, I'm going to try to stay true to responding to every single comment, every single interaction, because I appreciate every single one. And I want to show that appreciation by, showing that I read it, showing that I responded. I put thought into a comment. Most of the time, especially the first ones, it's just a thanks or whatever else. But there's quite a few that have conversations with me here and there, like the little micro conversations where we just have a thoughtful exchange. Starry, you're a common one that offers a nice worded comment, and I like responding to you. I'm always happy when I see that you've caught a video. But like I said, I appreciate every single one. I'm going to be doing more shout out videos soon. But right now we are talking about how to help grow and expand on YouTube, and the thoughts and experiences of other YouTubers and myself and anybody who wants to come up and offer. Because one of the main things also to keep in mind is you need to make videos for the viewer experience. That's to say, you can make videos for yourself, things that you enjoy, and you will hit a small demographic that fits with you. People who like the same things as you. And for a lot of people, there is a commonality that can be found. But in the long run, if you want to grow and expand far beyond, just your group of people, what you classify as, then you need to think about the viewer experience, which means to the greater number of YouTube, the wider range. And I try to consider trending topics. I was thinking about doing my own Squid Game conversation, but might have missed that trend just a little bit, but they're still talking about it. So one of those, you got to catch the trends when they happen. Try not to dilly-dally. Don't even try to slow sneak up here and chew on my freaking deer. Chickens. But oh, and how you deal with the hate, all that. Sorry, I'm going through my thoughts about what I talked about already and what I want to expand on next. Anybody wants to come up and panel, like I said. But I'm pretty sure it's just that mother trucker still just hanging out. I think that's just you and me. It's all good. But get. Stay in your area. So consistency. Oh yeah, the viewer mindset. Sorry, I had to get back on track there for a second. Sure, I'm not the only one that happens to. Remembering your viewer mindset and what kind of viewers you want to gather and how far you want to expand. That's why I also do the, like this one. Generally, most everything I do is outdoor stuff, like this. But I'm also including, the helpful tips and tricks for your YouTube channel, the just life hacks in general, helpful tips, the motivation videos. Hello? Sorry about that, guys. Sunfish. Sorry, I had a phone call. All of a sudden, I had a robotic female voice in my head. Ooh, I didn't call. I was like, oh, I did. But, Sunfish, you want to come up on panel? Click it. Click it. Having conversation about how to help people grow on YouTube and well, they say that it's not work if you enjoy it. So I guess technically I'm playing with my wood. So thank you. But I can't. It's snowing. But yeah, Sunfish, top of the chat, there is the link if you want to come up and be a guest. Woo. Big Matt is here.
Yes, I finally made your chat.
No audio.
What? You just can't hear
It's
me.
super quiet. I can see you editing it
Can you hear
from
me
my
now?
side. That's kind of funny. Still can't hear you.
I can remedy
Might
that.
be. Hang on. That might actually be my fault. Nope. Call volume.
Can you hear me now?
Slightly, but it's not coming out of my Bluetooth. What the hell?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just not in my Bluetooth. Give me a... Okay, yeah, I can hear your background sound now. Yeah, that was the problem. You weren't in my Bluetooth. I thought it was going to automatically set it, but it didn't.
Hey, you got a troll right below Sunfish.
Aren't you a mod for me? And I think Vicky is.
I'm
Sunfish, I think, is.
in.
StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't know if I am or not, but I'm also in StreamYard.
Okay, I was able to block her from here.
Yeah, you can from StreamYard now.
Oh, that's cool. So, I don't know how much you caught. I'm offering my tips and tricks and advice on YouTube. I've done hundreds of hours of research before I even started YouTube and hundreds of hours since. So I've been offering tips and tricks, those little videos on my channel. So I wanted to have like a conversation for insights and maybe questions people have that I might have researched because I've done a ton of research. Oregon family joined in. No texting
Hello?
and driving.
Are you talking to me?
No. Oregon family said that he typed up that he was driving right now, and I was like, no texting and driving.
Apparently, he can't see my background.
Oh, I can, but you are on stream with me. I know you can drive and stream.
Uh-huh.
But so you have any thoughts? What would be the number one thing for you? I've already covered consistency, getting in your viewers' mindset, and appreciation.
That's the basics of it. You know, go pop into other lives and just chat with people. You know, stay in that
Don't always do it like me, where I'm so pushy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because not everybody has a angel on their shoulder making sure they're not getting timed out. But yeah,
But
no, I mean,
go ahead.
that's it. I mean, just be there. I know I'm the worst because I get into people's chats, and if I can get up on panel and talk, we're good, you know. But in the chat, I just kind of sit there. I'm kind of quiet.
Yeah, I just see you occasionally say hi. I don't even realize you're there until all of a sudden my link drops, and I'm like, oh, cool. Hey, Matt, thanks. Yep. But yeah, I've started using the lives as a resource too, obviously. But I was talking about when I said consistency, I said, it's not just putting out videos all the time. It's not just doing a certain style all the time, because I do a mix and I kind of shift where I go here and there. But I'm trying to actually cover as much content as possible that is able to be related together.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. But so it's consistently putting stuff out. Also your quality. That's why I wasn't trying to be a jerk about it, but I said something to Steve because I'm in this for the long haul. This is how I'm trying to make money. This is how I'm trying to support ourselves. I am grinding to get to that monetization goal and beyond. So I wasn't trying to be a jerk when I was talking to him. And I was like, well, when I'm doing an instructional video like that and you're modding for me, I can't have that messed up audio in there because that ruins the playback. So that I'm recording my life. So I'm trying to capture that when I have the opportunity. So it doesn't ruin the moment because it is still there for the people who are dedicated enough to sit through the audio. But there's a lot of new people who will click on that because of search, because they want to find that information. And they'll click on it and be like, oh shit, stupid fucking echo. They're out. So that was a potential subscriber I just lost. And it's not his fault, but it was his fault. He didn't mean to do it, and I didn't realize it until it was done. So
yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of both of y'all's fault, in my opinion. But you couldn't help it, so.
Well, yeah.
But neither could he. I mean.
No. Yeah. I wasn't saying saying it's your fucking fault, Steve. I was just saying it was because of that, because I had him mod that moment, and we weren't being disciplined with our audio and having someone else check back for us. That that happened, and luckily I didn't actually get to the project I'm trying to get yet, so it hasn't taken that opportunity away. But I mean, that was just trying to talk to him too about remembering to remember his quality and his audio for his sake, for others, and for mine. It wasn't just It wasn't just me complaining at him. Like the same thing when I had the conversation with Southern about different topics about how to do things on YouTube. That's my opinion on from what I've seen that's worked for me and for other people through my research. Sorry, I know I'm long-winded, but I research everything.
Ryan would like to know what you said to Santa Claus last night in Steve's live. Was it Spanish? I don't know if that was directed
yeah.
to me or you.
No, that wasn't to Santa. That was to Wendy. Wendy was picking me and said, "Stop being so negative." And I said, "Negative? ¿Qué pasó? No comprendo."
Yep. I didn't
Because I
do
wasn't
anything.
being negative. I was just having fun.
Somebody just said hello in the private chat.
¿Qué pasó? I didn't do it. Hey, Sunfish,
What's up,
how's it
King
going?
Fresh?
It's
There's my Dick's
texting
pickle.
you
So what's worked for you on YouTube, Sunfish?
Fish?
Fish? You do the ASMR calming fish videos, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, capture what you got. That's why I do the little creek shots and those videos and those longer ones. I tried to do that.
Sorry if I'm yelling and stuff like that. My throat is all bleh.
I have no idea how I sound, so sometimes I feel like I'm yelling because I still feel like I'm talking to the camera mic, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's there. Have you tried anything that didn't work? Like
The
something
what?
that totally flopped? Have you tried something that didn't work that totally flopped that you thought was going to be great?
Yeah.
Expand.
Like one thing I've learned about YouTube, you can't have multiple things on one channel. Like you can't just, like if you stick with one thing, like if you do like, let's just say if you do like catfishing videos a lot, and you might as well just stick with the catfishing videos because that's what majority of people want to come see anyways. They don't want to see you work on a vehicle. They don't want to see you stack wood or, I mean, you just got to find one consistency, one thing that grabs the people, then stick with it. I mean, does
Well,
that
see,
sound right, guys?
yeah, I get what you mean there, but here's my thought on that. My counterpoint. I do technically stick to everything. I stick to one thing. It's outdoors.
Yeah.
So I, and being the modern native, I'm sticking to my moniker, my label, my logo, my brand, which pretty much is capturing my life, which is what I have been this whole time. And it's still all connected. I still feel like it's one thing. It's the outdoors. It's what I do
Yeah.
in the outdoors, and I offer what I can to help along. Also, I'm on YouTube, so I'm offering the YouTube advice because I'm an outdoor YouTuber. So I've still like connected everything together, but it's still under one category technically.
See, one thing I wanted to do all my life is start like a fish farm. And so this is like one of the stepping stones to it.
You know, you got to maintain a little environment before you can get yourself ready to maintain a huge environment.
Yep.
Yep.
This ain't my first time dabbling in keeping native fish. I've done it multiple times before. And always had
So
success with it, so that's why I stick with it.
that's awesome. So Matt, what is your thoughts on diversifying channels?
Well, you can't get no more diverse style than mine. because mine is the outdoor aspect. It's not, just fishing. It's not just hunting. It's farming, uh, you know, blacksmithing. I do a little bit of everything on my channel, but I mostly do live streams because, and I love helping people.
Yeah.
So
So your channel is kind of set up like mine. You're capturing what you do.
yep.
And that seems to be working out for both of us so far. Plus, it makes filming opportunities a lot easier. We don't have to go out and play on trips. We're just like, okay, what am I doing today? What title can I put with that?
Yeah. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, because I love fishing and I love fish. I have a few tanks. I have one set up right now that I'm growing up, raising, colored shrimp just because I thought they were cool.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, there's quite a few things that I do inside and outside.
And I mean, I'm going to be, growing my herbal remedy of
Yep.
my favorite sort. And I'm going to be putting that on there. Might not be this channel. I might make another one just for that, like 420
I would
native or something
suggest
like that. Or
make this channel about what you're doing and then add that to a different channel later. It would be my recommendation because you don't want the negativity from one to bleed over to the other.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because it's one thing to sit there and smoke it and, not like call it out a whole big deal all the time, but just kind of smoke a pipe while I'm talking to my wild rants in the woods. I did that. Nobody really had an issue. My one buddy's like, "You smoking pot in your video?" I was like, "Yeah." That was the only thing. But I know what you mean, to try to avoid that negativity and stuff. That's why I was wondering. I was thinking about doing that.
Well, and the only negativity that I could see coming from it is there's so many states that it's not legal in, and they might get offended by it,
No.
I mean, mine's legal.
Yeah, it's legal where you are. It's not legal here. But now, if you were doing the whole CBD thing, everybody would probably be like, "Oh, that's cool,"
Yeah, but to me, that's almost a waste of space. I love CBD, but it never really works for me. I gotta have the full thing.
Marijuana, man, is more sociably accepted than what most people think.
Yeah. But even with that said, though, you're still gonna have, your crazy neighbor, Susan, or whatever that crazy person's name was. You're gonna have that regardless, either side. But you just take it one step at a time.
I mean,
that's
I know
not
people
saying
with
that
power.
later, but see, also that could possibly be two monetized channels.
Yeah. I know people that have, or, that stand in the community and everything like that turn around and smoke. And I mean, it's getting more socially, it's getting more accepted anywhere. Mm-hmm. And plus the decriminalization of it too.
So, I mean, that's why I want to get into that, that besides the fact that it is technically a trend, it's, something I enjoy, something I use, something that I like to not promote, but defend when people like to crap on it. But I mean, so that's why I was thinking about, that's a little bit beyond this channel, like you were saying, to do it in a separate one to diversify not only my video opportunities, but my portfolio and my channel revenues by having two channels monetized. I do have currently 3 channels I'm running. The other 2 are secret.
Well, I currently am running 2 channels, but one of them, it's
adult only, yeah.
And it's just more or less we can talk about more stuff that we couldn't talk about in a regular channel, more or less a communication platform.
And, you know, when I asked Santa in Misfits channel, when I asked him for more wood, I wanted more wood for me, not more wood for me to stack from my neighbor. Need Southern to show up so she can mod for me. Get those trolls out of there. Need my troll hunter. I feel like this is all I do, though. Stack wood, stack wood.
Well, I'm gonna pop back down to the chat so I can pick up these few links because I see a couple of them that are new to me, and
make sure you drop yours or have someone drop yours.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely be. I'm going live probably around 4:30. So
Your
it's
time?
more or less just a mail call. But you know, I'm also
You're 2 hours behind
trying
me?
to. Huh?
Are you 2 hours behind me?
I don't
I'm
know.
Eastern.
It's
4:30
3:25 right now.
Okay, so you're an hour behind me.
Yep.
Got to catch up, Matt. You're an hour behind.
It happens. So,
so you're saying you're going to go live with your mail call and stuff? Sorry.
Yeah, and just more or less to get a few more watch hours, have a little bit more fun, you know. So.
Oh yeah, that's actually the reason I was going to talk about this today was because it sounded like Misfit understood how the watch hours works.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain that I wanted to explain that the watch hours, it doesn't matter if you do a 2-hour live or a 10-minute video. If that gets watched, it's the amount of time people spend watching those videos is what counts. Like, well, except for the shorts. Shorts do not count for your monetizing watch time.
No, but the shorts do help with hook sets.
Yes, they do help with that.
So
that's actually where most of my subscribers come from. They watch my shorts. They don't watch my full length. So it kind of sucks, but I make good shorts, apparently.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're in somebody else's live and somebody drops your link and you go over there. What's the first thing you see? A short.
My short feed. But that's exactly. If you are someone who watches shorts. If someone doesn't watch shorts like
what I'm saying is, though, whenever somebody, like I dropped your link in my channel and somebody clicked on it and went over there to subscribe to you, the first thing that they see is shorts. They can click on one of those and never even leave my live.
Yeah.
And so you can get your hook set and then they can come back later and watch other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've had that happen with quite a few of them.
So
that seems to be the method.
Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, because your short's not interrupting my live stream. You know, yeah, the person's not there for that split second, but as far as YouTube
they're back in a minute.
As far as YouTube's concerned, you never left. So
yeah. So go ahead and do what you got to do. We all got shit we got to do.
So y'all have a good one.
Yep.
Later, Matt.
I just wanted to explain that bit because, like, when I was hanging out with Misfit last night, it seemed like he misunderstood how it was working. I almost thought he was thinking that it was the amount of hours he puts up on YouTube. And I was like, that's not the case. And I'd hate to see him, be grinding towards putting 4,000 hours up on YouTube. And I'm like, that's sure. If you actually did that, that is a tactic, but it's slow because you need to spend 4,000 hours in front of a camera.
Okay, so I've been
But
doing
the other,
some research. And this research I found, once you get your community tab open, all right, do a poll every day. You know, just a 2-tier poll, because those polls actually get you further
they get
promote
hundreds of
you.
thousands of impressions a day.
Yeah. So you do that. Then another thing is to make sure to share out your video on your community tab. Like when you post a video, make sure, hey, you know, come check out this video. Another thing to do with your community tab is to go through your old videos and repost them on your community tab.
Yeah, talking about old stuff that you've done, so that way, you
Yeah.
know, things that didn't get traction get refreshed.
I mean, that's a good way to do subscribers and to improve your watch hour. I'm dealing with some kind of head cold right now. We've been like fluctuating over here in Texas. It's be getting cold, and it'll be getting warm, and then be getting cold, and then be getting warm.
Drive safe, Oregon, if you're still here. Careful in those mountains.
You guys are lucky in the mountains. I want to be in the mountains. Oregon and
Squirrel was hanging
Washington,
out.
beautiful country.
Trying to find squirrels. There we go. Hey, modern native. Yeah, you're always on my replays. I've only just started going live like this a lot more, just because it was easier to catch things, like I was saying before. But I've been enjoying these conversation deals, and it definitely has been helping my watch time. And you know, people like watching the lives to see how things really are. You get the real person when you're on a live. It's harder to hide for that long. But I mean, the real me is in my videos, and that's one of the biggest tips that I've seen the larger YouTubers say. They're always like, well, a big question that people have is, well, how am I supposed to act? They always say, well, just be you, but bigger. So which means if you're excited about something, be really excited about it. If you're, you know, enthused about a project, or, you know, get the viewer enthused about it, get them invested. It helps with the investment factor.
Yay, fish. Like that.
Yeah, a little bit more enthusiasm there. Supposed to be your own cheerleader, more or less.
Maybe I'm not like that, okay? Gotta be myself.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing. You don't ever want to fake it either. You got to find that balance to being yourself, but a little more, while still being real enough that people aren't like, oh, look at they're just putting on a show, acting like a fool. Like the guys from Dude Perfect. That's a really good channel for that. They are themselves, just a little more.
Yeah.
They do it bigger. You've seen them, I'm sure. Everybody has.
Right here, we got the elusive largemouth bass. Oh, crikey, he'll take your finger off.
Got 2 trailer fulls of wood to stack. Oh,
Woohoo!
yeah. Woohoo. Somebody want to come help? Road trip. Stack
If
some
I was
wood.
up that north, I would help you, but I'm not.
That's what
I'm
everybody
staying
says.
down here because it's warmer. I am done with the cold. I'd rather deal with the cold for like 2 to 3 months, and that's it. I'm originally from Kansas, man. Like, we used to get like 3 foot of snow up there sometimes.
Oh, yeah, we get 3 to 6 over the winter on a bad winter.
Like, I remember growing up
Valentine's Day. Go ahead.
and stuff. We always made like igloos.
Yeah.
Like, we took uh like a cooler, ripped the lid off of it, and we just pack snow in there, and you know make you a big old igloo out of that sucker.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Like big old ditches that got blown over and covered in. We made tunnel systems through them.
I always loved digging a tunnel through the snowbank.
Yeah.
Where you get those
Until you get that
8-foot snow
one.
drifts and you got a whole house.
Yeah. And they tell you how that one friend that's stupid and runs and jumps on top of it.
Ugh. Had that happen. That's when you chase them down and make sure they understood they almost just freaking killed you.
Yeah.
It's not generally a conversation, though. All right. Well, I think I covered quite a bit of stuff with, some YouTube tips and stuff like that. Was hoping for a bit more going on, but we're almost at an hour. You got any other insights or tips or thoughts about the way you do your YouTube, or questions you have about how YouTube runs?
Well, I got a good insight on survival. I said I got some good insights on survival.
Okay, I'm going to be doing one of those conversations too. On just today, we're going to focus on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
why I
Just
have the
don't
title.
ever really give up on it. I mean, there's going to be times when you go through your channel and you're just like, I'm done with it for a while.
Oh, that burnout.
Yeah, you do get burned out on it.
See, my thing is because I post so regularly, I post so fast and so often, it's coming up with something new, something entertaining, or, figuring out which idea from my hundreds of little ideas that I got going on that I can make videos on. It's just picking which one.
One channel is enough. Like, one channel is enough to manage. And there's people out there have 3 or 4 of them. Like, what the hell? Why do you're like, you have no life.
I've got 3 channels.
That's crazy. So you got to go out there and make 3 different videos.
I'm doing the other 2 a little differently, a little more spread out. But yeah, I'm constantly thinking about 3 separate topics to do videos on. Now I know there's going to be some people trying to hunt around, try to find my other channels.
Yeah. Yeah, I started this channel about 3-4 years ago. 4 or 5. I don't know. It's been a minute. And it's taken a while to grow.
Yeah, I've only been posting since June. And I'm almost at 900.
Yeah.
It was a slow start, and then I had a huge burst, and I've kind of tapered out a little bit. Hoping for another good burst here soon. Hoping these lives help out. Wish YouTube would stop taking my subscribers. Last night I went to sleep with 869, woke up with 859.
Yeah.
And it's not people unsubscribing, it's YouTube unsubscribing them because they took
Yeah.
too long to go back in and watch the video. But I've subscribed to channels, and it's going to take me 4 or 5 days to get to them, but I still plan on getting to them. But YouTube's like, no, you're taking too long. Because, I've got 40 channels I have to go through.
I got way more than that.
Well, no, I've got way more than that. I'm saying I've got 40 of them that I've got to go through that I haven't even seen yet.
Oh. Like I know a lot of YouTubers. These
Like in
two,
general, you know a lot of them?
I know a lot of them.
How
Because I
many
just
of you
don't
known to get burnt
dabble.
out?
I don't just dabble in the outdoor world either. I like conspiracy and stuff like that. So like I dabble with those people too.
Oh, conspiracy?
Yeah.
Thought that's what you said.
Conspiracy, ghost watching and stuff like that.
I'm into, like, besides the outdoor stuff, I'm into parkour, which, is still technically outdoor stuff, but I'm into outdoor parkour, comedy, and I get into the conspiracy and the ghost stuff sometimes, but only if it looks legit.
Yeah. I've seen ghosts, man. I've even heard them. Like
Oh,
we
I've had
was
my
in.
interactions.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you this one, man. We was in Fairfax, Oklahoma, and we are fishing on Arkansas River, and we were on the other side of the bridge, and like we were gonna go to the other side. And we was walking towards the other side, and we heard this guy just yell, and he just heard a gunshot. We're like, what the heck? We didn't want to go check it out. Fuck that. We didn't want to go see that. So we just called the highway patrol. The highway patrol came out there, and there was nobody underneath there.
I feel like I remember you talking about that one before in another live.
Yeah. Then I had a really crazy experience, dude, on the Brazos. Me and my buddy James, like, we like to go out and take the canoe and just go out for like the weekend. Literally, we just go find a couple spots and we camp there and fish there all night. And so it was like the last night we was there on this last trip that we went, and we haven't been out since. And we waited till like I don't know about
Midway
11 o'clock
into.
at night to leave. And right before we left, dude, like we just got a BB gun, so we were just shooting fucking shit, shooting at the water and all that, being stupid. And we seen something like kind of moving in the water, and my buddy turned on the spotlight, and there was like this dome figure out there, big old dome figure. It's like the
Going up,
size of a
Smoke Rat.
fucking size of a Volkswagen bus. But just like it was weird looking. It was black and white.
And
It
there's
didn't
all
even make
sorts
the
of crazy
lake.
stuff if you look enough.
Yeah.
You just got to be observant. Most people miss them because they don't see them. But Swamp Rat, if you want to come up, Squirrel, Way Into Adventures, anybody wants to come up and join the conversation? We were talking about excuse me. We were talking about tips, tricks, hints, and insightful stuff on YouTube. Wow, is it really that dark now? Damn. Otherwise, I'm going to be cutting this soon because it's all dark now. So, all right, that's all good. But yeah, so I guess I'm going to cut it here. Been over an hour now. So thanks for joining, Sunfish. It was fun. I always enjoy hanging out with people and chit chatting. Thanks, Big Matt, for coming up and everybody that showed up. Squirrel, Swamp, Squirrel Rat, Way Into Adventures, Oregon, Mother Trucker. Of course, always the bots. Ryan, thank you. And everybody else. Starry, thank you for showing up. Beverly, Fishing the Dot, Mason. I appreciate everybody who supports my lives, everybody who comes around. So, thank you. Oh, almost at an hour. 30 seconds. So, last comments, last link drops. Go ahead, guys. Gonna let this run out for the last 30 seconds and get that nice even hour. I definitely appreciate everybody hanging out, everybody joining in, all the comments, every bit that everybody watches my YouTube channel. For those on the replay, thank you for making it this far. Thank you for supporting my channel and trying to join in and see what insight I have on how to help grow your YouTube. But as I always say, until next time, get out there, be a native, and go beast.